Welcome back to Classic Radio Drama Theater. In this episode, we journey into the heart of the American West with 4 unforgettable radio dramas. Prepare for tales of tense diplomacy on hostile ground, deadly secrets simmering beneath a town's dusty surface, bewildering circumstances that turn a simple business trip upside down, and chilling legends that haunt a remote mountain ridge. 4 distinct stories, 4 journeys into the rugged frontier, all in one episode. Our first adventure takes us to Fort Laramie for a small beginning. Captain Lee Quince faces a precarious mission. Venture deep into Sioux territory with an offer of peace. But unsettling rumors speak of a mysterious and powerful white leader marshaling the tribes. Is he friend or foe? A phantom of fear or a new force that could change the fate of the West?
At the gallop! Ho! Fort Laramie. Fort Laramie, starring Raymond Burr as Captain Lee Quince. Specially transcribed tales of the dark and tragic ground of the wild frontier, the saga of fighting men who rode the rim of empire, and the dramatic story of Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry.
I'd rather take these orders than give them, Captain.
Black Hills?
The Black Hills, the Powder, the Bighorn, the Yellowstone, Montana Territory.
Covers a lot of ground.
Yeah,
You want these orders, you say?
I sure do.
Well, they're your orders. Why don't you take them?
You might be gone 2 weeks, you might be gone 2 months. No, I've got to stay here, set up the parley. These are your orders, Lee.
Well, seeing they're mine, maybe you'll tell me what they are.
Sitting Bull.
Sitting Bull.
I mean it.
You giving me the army from the Department of the Platte to go after him?
I'm giving you a patrol and a slip of paper. This isn't an engagement, Captain. I want you to deliver an invitation to Sitting Bull to parley with us.
Give me a lot of territory to find him in, Major.
And I can give you about 6 scout reports, each one definitely establishing Sitting Bull's camp at 6 different locations, from the Black Hills to the Yellowstone.
Now, I saw Pete Hazen's last report on him. On the Belle Fourche here in the Black Hills. That was 6 months ago.
Yeah, that's the latest report we have.
Well, I can start there. Might pick up some fresh word on the way. When do you want me to leave?
As soon as you can pick a patrol and outfit it. And remember, you're heading north. Plan on anything from heat to snow.
Yeah. When do you plan the parley, Major?
We'd like to hold it before winter sets in.
If he set up a winter camp, he won't move till spring.
If he won't, we'll hold it in the spring.
He might not move then. He isn't much to hold meetings with white men.
And we're hoping he'll come.
Yeah. Well, the finding him comes first. I'll get started, Major.
Oh, Lee,
Yes, sir?
you've seen him?
Once.
You talked to him?
I listened to him. I didn't understand a word he said, but when he got through, I knew what he meant.
I understand he doesn't speak English.
He doesn't have to. He speaks, and you listen, and you watch him, and you understand.
I've never seen him. I've heard the stories, that he's a complete savage, that he hates white men. He's brilliant, that he's stupid, he's revered, that he's hated. Just like to see for myself.
When you see him, Major, you'll find out one thing in a hurry.
Yeah?
He hates white men.
Captain, sir.
Corporal?
That remount station still ahead?
Better be, Harrison. I'm counting on it. Thought we'd make camp there. Start tomorrow with fresh horses.
Crichton and Doolin, their mounts took the brunt of it when them boulders shook loose a while back.
The men hurt, Corporal?
Shook up, that's all, Lieutenant Syberts.
Well, tell them the remount station is just a couple of miles away. I'd like to make it.
They'll make it, sir. Yeah.
2 more miles, Captain. That'll make 25 miles for us today.
Not bad.
I thought it was pretty good, sir, considering that landslide held us up some. We can average 25 miles a day.
But we can't, Mr. Syberts. Another day we'll be heading into the Black Hills proper. We'll be lucky to make 18 a day through them.
Yes, sir.
Hard going sometimes. Mostly it's slow.
I guess the Sioux could slow us down some, too.
I guess they could, Mr. Syberts.
That landslide, Captain, it could have been started by Indians.
Could have been.
You think it was?
No.
It's Indian country, sir.
Your idea is they shoved some boulders at us to discourage us, Mr. Syberts?
Well, they've done it before.
But they didn't try to make it stick. We're a dozen men. The slide did hold us up, stopped us for the best part of an hour. If there were Indians, Lieutenant, they'd have taken advantage of it. We were sitting ducks.
Yes, sir, I guess we were. Well, it was an idea anyway.
Lieutenant, before you came to B Company, we had a first lieutenant who'd been through part of the war. Never said much. I'd give him an order, he'd follow it to the letter. I could count on that. He'd follow it to the letter.
Yes, sir.
He never asked questions, he never had theories.
I understand, Captain.
He wasn't much good to me, Mr. Syberts.
Yes, sir, Captain.
Your name, Dunsett?
What'd you say?
Your name, is it Dunsett?
Oh, yeah. I guess it is. I don't hear it often enough anymore to be sure.
Kinda quiet running a remount station, is it?
Mm-hmm. Scout now and then, and nester sometimes. This ain't exactly the Oregon Trail, you know. You staying long, Captain?
Till morning. Your horses look good.
They are.
Have any trouble hanging on to them?
You mean Indian raids?
They gone out of style?
Well, you just might put it that way, Captain. I mind a time when I couldn't keep a horse here with 4 broke legs. They'd run 'em off that fast. But lately now, I get to know 'em just like brothers.
Brothers, huh?
Well, I say brothers. I don't know why. Never had any brothers.
About Indian raids.
I tell you the truth, I'd welcome one ever so often. A man needs more than horses, you know. Of course, up to a year ago, Letty was with me, and that helped some.
Letty?
Yeah, Letty Dunsett, my wife.
Oh.
Just about a year ago now. A fella came riding up one day and said he meant to do some mining, though I swear he didn't have so much as a pick with him, near as I could tell. He stayed a few days, and I was busy with the horses, you know. And when he rode off, darned if he didn't take Letty with him.
Well, maybe you're better off with horses.
Oh, yeah. Letty wasn't much of a talker.
This'd be Lance Creek along here?
Yep, Land's Creek it is.
I thought I'd follow it to Beaver Creek and cut up to the Belle Fourche from there.
Makes a nice, pretty trip. Pretty country.
Well, besides the scenery, is that the quickest route into the Black Hills?
I don't know a quicker one. Only count 12 men, Captain.
That's all there is.
Well, you ain't going after him with 12 men.
I say anything about going after someone?
Well, the Army don't come traipsing through here getting fresh horses just for the ride. The way it comes to me, though, you'll need a sight more than 12 men. More than 1,200.
Oh, we're not starting any wars, Dunsett.
Not you, maybe, but you take a white man leading hostile Indians and you're apt to have a war. And no 12 troopers is...
White man leading what Indians?
The Sioux. Now, don't tell me you ain't never heard tell of him. Man, I don't never see nobody and I heard of him.
Well, seeing I haven't, suppose you tell me what you've heard and where you've heard it.
Well, last time was from Coy. Now, you going the Beaver Creek way, you'll run right by Coy's place.
Uh-huh.
He's tall, great and tall. And he's got a beard that's long. You know, long and flowing.
That Coy you're talking about?
No, the white leader of the Sioux. And they say when he talks, it's like thunder. And his eyes is flashing lightning.
Dunsett, you know what I think?
How'd I know that?
I think you've been with horses too long. Take him down to Beaver Creek, Mr. Syberts. I want to talk to the settler.
Looks like he's packing up, Captain. Over there by the barn.
Yeah, it does. Take care of things.
Yes, sir. Corporal Harris.
Yes, sir.
Dismount and unsaddle, Pingrid.
Dismount and unsaddle. Pingrid and Ward.
Moving time for you, mister?
Afternoon, Captain.
Something running you off your land, mister?
Yeah, just for a few days. Taking a load of grain up to Indian Agency. Wasn't counting on no military escort, though.
You need one?
Not as I know of.
I had a talk with Dunsett at the remount station in Lance Creek.
You get a word in?
You know him pretty well?
See him maybe twice a year. Don't dare go oftener. Poor old coot ain't used to people. Talks his fool head off. Don't make a lot of sense.
He's got a story to tell about a new white leader of the Sioux.
Uh-huh. That's what's brought you up here?
Dunsett says you told him about the white man.
What'd he say I said about him?
That he's tall, has a long flowing beard, talks like thunder, eyes that flash lightning.
Thunder and lightning. Well, no, that part is pure Dunsett, Captain. I sure didn't mention thunder and lightning.
What about the rest of it, mister?
Oh, that's gospel. He's tall. Tall as you. There's no doubt about the beard, all right. Of course, you hear all kinds of things. Sometimes you're put to wondering what to believe. Now, I've heard he's got as high as 1,000 lodges. Some say more.
1,000 lodges? Figuring 3 men to a lodge, this man's got a Sioux following of 3,000 braves.
Well, I'm just telling you what was told to me, Cap.
Dunsett added the thunder and lightning. What did you add, mister?
Well, I can't swear to the lodges. I told you that. Yeah, but the man himself, what he looks like, that much I know. I know 'cause I seen him.
When?
Well, guess it's all 4 or 5 months ago now. Rode up my lane, watered his mule right there at Beaver Creek, same as your men are doing.
And this giant of a man with a flowing beard told you he'd come to lead the Sioux against the white man?
Well, he said as much, Captain. The Sioux need a new leader. Now, those were his words. I come to give 'em a new leader. That's what he said, plain as anything.
You ready to go to the agency as soon as you load the grain?
Won't take me no time at all.
I'll give you a hand and a military escort.
Well, I think I've managed to quiet him. We don't get much army through here since the treaty.
Your agency isn't used to cavalry patrols?
Passing by, stopping for water, sure. They saw you setting up camp. Made 'em edgy.
Considering we're on a peace mission, we seem to be doing a job of making a lot of people edgy.
It's the times, Captain. Hey, look up there. The Black Hills.
Last sun of the day on them. It's beautiful.
I look at 'em all day. The morning sun on 'em, the bright sun of midday, and now when they're giving up to the night. They're always beautiful. But somewhere in those hills, something quiet is building up. I don't know what it is, but I feel it, and the agency Indians feel it. Someday I got a notion the whole West is going to feel it.
You got mostly Sioux here in the agency?
Mostly.
The Black Hills are Pa Sapa to them, sacred. It's the home of the Sioux deities. Maybe that's the feeling.
Whatever it is, I'm losing Indians to it every day.
With winter coming on, that's the time most Indians head for agencies.
Always before, yeah. But not this year. Just the opposite.
I don't know. I left Fort Laramie 4 days ago to find Sitting Bull and invite him to powwow with us, and every place I stop, no one wants to talk about Sitting Bull. All I hear is that the Sioux have a new white leader.
That's all I hear, Captain.
But you never saw him.
No. But I never saw a Sitting Bull. That doesn't mean he doesn't exist.
You figure you've lost how many Indians so far?
Not over 20. I look around at day's end. Everyone's accounted for. By morning, 2 are gone, maybe 3, maybe just 1. And no one ever knows where they've gone, of course.
I'm supposing you're reporting this to the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Sure. Like I'm also reporting there's fewer and fewer Indian raids. Less hostility, less trouble. Now, what do you think they're going to pay most attention to? 20 Indians going off an agency, or 4 or 5 months of uninterrupted peace?
Why do you suppose they sent this patrol up here? This whole area is so peaceful right now, they want to make it official. Want to smoke the pipe with Sitting Bull and tell the rest of the country the Indian wars are over.
I don't envy you, Captain. Riding into the Black Hills just now.
Thanks.
You could send back for more troops.
Well, my orders are clear. I'm still looking for Sitting Bull.
You don't believe the talk about the white leader?
I'll believe it when I see him.
Patch of smoke ahead, Captain. Coming out of that line of hills to the west.
First one you've seen, Mr. Syberts?
No, sir, it isn't. This one seems larger than the others.
Signal fires. Sioux are just letting their people know we're here. Marking our course for them.
We're flying a white flag.
They've honored it. So far.
Yes, sir.
Those signal fires aren't bothering me near so much as that cloud forming ahead. We're going to get some weather before long. Bad weather.
You're more worried about a storm than Sitting Bull?
I know where the storm is, Mr. Syberts.
Well, Sitting Bull might be nearer.
He might.
Signal fires are a warning to someone.
I hope it's Sitting Bull. If it is, we can deliver our message and get out before we get bogged down by the storm.
I guess I don't understand, sir.
We may be attacked, Mr. Syberts. We're in unceded Indian country. It can happen any time. But Sitting Bull isn't likely to attack a patrol flying truce flag.
You know, you don't often hear him described as a man of honor.
The Sioux think he is, Lieutenant.
Yes, but, well, you've met him, sir. You must have an idea what kind of a man he is.
I have an idea, Mr. Syberts.
Captain Quincy.
What does it look like up ahead, Harrison?
The storm's heading our way, all right, Captain. But straight ahead, over the rise, there's a valley set ablaze, sir.
Can't see the smoke.
It looks like part of the storm cloud from here, Captain. You can take my word for it, it's burning away for fair.
Rest the patrol, Mr. Syberts. I'll ride ahead with Corporal Harrison.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Corporal.
Patrol! Oh!
Burning right up into the ravines, Harrison.
They've been marking our course all the way in with signal fires. Might be they set a good one like this to tell us we ain't right welcome in their country.
And it might be they set it to cover their movement away from the valley. Only from up here, we should be able to spot them.
I ain't seen an engine yet, Captain.
We better find some cover for the patrol. can't make it across a blazing valley. And we can't ride the long way around in this kind of storm.
This ain't a bad campsite, sir. Them granite ledges make an overhang the way they do. Of course, I don't know how near we are to water.
Is that near enough for you?
Yes, sir, it sure is.
Signal the patrol to move up, Harrison. I'm going to ride along this rim, find a spot for the horse.
Yes, sir. It's clearing off, Captain. The worst of it's moved through.
You checked the pickets yet this morning, Corporal?
Changed the duty at dawn, sir.
Any of them drowned during the night?
If they did, they didn't mention it to me. You still trying to figure out where we are, Captain?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to know.
Funny. You look at a map like that, it makes everything look real simple.
We left the agency on the Belle Fourche, moved along it, and to the west to the Little Powder, west again to the Powder. There's a river in that valley below, Harrison.
If there is, it was on fire yesterday.
Now, let's take a look.
By golly, there is a river, Captain.
Yeah, must be the tongue.
Well, this is new country to me. You sure couldn't see no river for the blaze down there yesterday.
If it is the tongue, we're in Montana territory, Corporal.
Don't look much different.
It's beginning to.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Captain, coming up the trail. Indians.
How many, Lieutenant? 6? 8?
That's all I make out, Captain.
Pass the word. Hold fire, Corporal.
Yes, sir. Hold your fire, man. Hold your fire.
Don't seem to fear us, sir. Riding up from that charred valley as big as you please.
It's their valley, Mr. Syberts.
Well, yes, it is.
Might be they're just riding up to remind us of that.
They look young, Captain.
Very small camp. How many white soldiers?
12?
12.
That's right.
12. 12 is how many white soldiers?
You are 6 braves.
6 brave.
We are twice your number. 2 white soldiers to 1 brave.
Now understand. Why here?
We have a letter. The white chiefs want to powwow with Sitting Bull, to smoke the pipe, to talk peace.
Letters say that?
Letter says that.
I take.
Captain?
It's all right, Mr. Syberts.
Office of Post Commander, Fort Laramie, Wyoming Territory. You see? I read. You take back.
Thank you. You read well.
I read well. Speak well?
You speak very well.
You white man, me red man.
That's right.
Color of skin not matter to leader.
Who is your leader?
Leaders say, all men are brother. Now we go.
What was that all about, Captain?
I don't know, Mr. Syberts, but I bet if we follow him, we'll find out.
They slickered us, Captain. We ain't seen a sign of them Indians in a full day now.
Not Indians, Harrison. Patrol! Halt! Either you can't see or I'm seeing things.
It'd comfort me some to know you saw him too, Captain.
A giant of a white man with a flowing beard who rides a white mule.
He's the new white leader of the Sioux?
I'll let you know when I get back.
I heard about you, Captain.
I've heard about you, but I didn't really believe it.
Your patrol is flying truce flags. You've got a letter for Sitting Bull.
I don't have to tell you anything, do I?
Red Bear was very proud of his knowledge.
The young Sioux brave?
He told me he met a white brother who was armed, who did not shoot.
You're not armed either.
I'm armed.
You mean the Sioux up on the ridge?
No, they're just interested.
So am I. I hear you've got anything from 1,000 lodges up.
I wish I had, Captain. You can ride up and count them. On my best day, I've got 30 braves. It's a beginning.
Depends on what you're beginning.
A small beginning. Not nearly as big as your invitation to Sitting Bull to smoke the pipe.
You know where he is?
The last I heard, his camp was on the Yellowstone River.
You said you were armed.
I am.
A Bible?
A Bible. I'm Father Farrell. I'm a Jesuit priest.
You're preaching to the Sioux?
Teaching, I hope. Reading, writing, a little farming.
All men are brothers. The color of the skin don't matter?
Red Bear's learning faster than most.
You've cut out a big job for yourself, Father.
No, I'm not alone. I'm a Jesuit. But there are Methodists out here, too. Presbyterians. You helped Captain with Red Bear. He seemed to respect you, to know he could trust you. Maybe that's the way it begins. With one red man and one white man, trusting each other.
Yeah. And like you said, Father, a small beginning. But it's a beginning.
Fort Laramie is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and stars Raymond Burr as Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry. The script was specially written for Fort Laramie by Kathleen Height, with sound patterns by Bill James and Ray Kemper, musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Featured in the cast were Jess Kirkpatrick, Jack Crucian, Howard Culver, Lawrence Dobkin, and John Daner. Sam Edwards is Corporal Harrison, Jack Moyles is Major Daggett, and Harry Bartell is Lieutenant Seiberts.
Company, attention! Dismiss.
From the tense negotiations and shadowy figures on the plains, we ride into a town where justice wears a badge. Or perhaps a target. Next up, it's the Cisco Kid in Gunman for Hire. A local sheriff lies dead, the victim of a supposed fair fight. But when the legendary Cisco Kid rides into town, his instincts tell him there's more to the story. Could this lethal encounter have been arranged? And who stands to gain from the lawman's demise?
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's the famous Robin Hood of the Old West.
Cisco, the sheriff, he is getting closer.
This way, Pancho. Vámonos. The Cisco Kid. In the Old Southwest of the 1870s, more than one gunman capitalized on his reputation and became a professional killer, selling his services and earning his money by cold, impersonal murder. And such was the unwritten law of the times that if the gunman could goad his victim into drawing first, he himself was usually exonerated. As our story opens, a big, florid, prosperous-looking rancher is riding into the camp of one Race McKenzie. Race, tall, thin, with pale, unwinking eyes, watches him. Then...
That's near enough, stranger.
Whoa there. Are you Race McKenzie?
Hello, I am. Who are you?
My name's Phipps. Walt Phipps. I'd like to talk business with you.
What kind of business?
I'd like to hire you.
All right, we'll talk. Get down off your horse. And just in case this is a trick, I'm keeping my hands within easy reaching distance of my guns.
There's no trick, Race. I'm here because there's a man in this county I can do without.
Go on, I'm listening.
I guess you get the idea.
Who is he?
His name's Hayes. He's the sheriff.
How much you paying?
If you're the man for the job, I'm paying $1,000.
Pretty anxious to get rid of him, ain't you?
Yeah, I am. He works at his job too steady to suit me.
Too honest, huh?
You might call it that.
If I'm the man for the job, you said, what do you mean by that?
The sheriff's mighty fast in the jaw. I don't want this job botched. I gotta be sure you're faster.
If anybody who wasn't hiring me, that'd be an insult. Pick up 3 pieces of Dobie. Little pieces.
What for?
Pick 'em up. Throw 'em in the air. Them 3 at your feet. About the size of marbles.
All right. Here they go.
Watch.
There. Smashed the 3 of them before they hit the ground. By thunder, that's what I call shooting.
Satisfied?
Yes, I am. Come into the Yellow Dog Cafe in half an hour, Race.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting at a table with the sheriff and his daughter, Sarah. Now, don't let on you know me. Sit down with us and pick a fight.
What about the daughter?
You leave her alone. She don't know it yet, but she's going to marry me.
Cisco.
Eh?
What that town Pancho see over there in the distance?
Oh, that is the town of Dry Creek, amigo.
We know somebody in Dry Creek, Cisco?
We know Sheriff Hayes, amigo. Not well, but slightly. Also his daughter, Senorita Sarah.
What that slightly means, Cisco?
Means a little bit.
Oh, see. Cisco know the Senorita slightly too, huh?
See, Pancho, slightly.
And we go to Dry Creek to see the sheriff and the Senorita slightly, no?
I do not think so, Chico.
No?
Getting late in the afternoon. Must find a good place to make camp, and then we will have our supper.
Oh, see, Cisco, supper. And Pancho think there might be a good cafe in Dry Creek where we get some slightly supper.
Oh, so that is why you want to go to Dry Creek, Pancho, eh?
See, Cisco. Pancho so hungry, Pancho think we not got enough foods in our saddlebags.
Hey, wait, Pancho.
Huh?
Hey, rider comes.
He ride fast too, Cisco.
He rides very fast. So fast that the wind just blew off his sombrero. Oh, Diablo.
Oh, loco, watch out for the sombrero, loco. Watch
Do
it.
not bother to dismount, senor. I will get your sombrero for you. Here, Diablo. Come on. There you are, senor. Who?
Brush it off.
What did you say?
I said brush off my hat.
I do not think I will. You can brush it off yourself.
Why,
Here.
you maverick? If I had time,
You would what?
I'll look you up later, hombre. Come on, get.
Pancho think that hombre not polite, Cisco.
I know him, Pancho, but he did not know me. He is Race McKenzie.
Who Race McKenzie?
He's one of the worst gunmen and killers in the whole Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why he is in such a hurry to get to Dry Creek.
We follow him to the town, Cisco?
See, Pancho, we do. We will follow him to town. Up, Diablo, come on.
Cheer up, Dad. As soon as our stove is fixed, we can eat at home.
Yeah, I'll be glad of that, Sarah, but I don't mind this too much. Food's pretty good here.
Everything all right, Miss Haynes? Everything's fine, thank you.
How about you, Sheriff?
It's all right, Jewel. It's a good steak.
I wanted to be sure. That ornery galoot that sells me my meat sometimes slips over a tough critter. I figure I got him learned after bashing him over the head with a skillet, but I want to be sure you got a good steak.
Yep, I did, Jewel.
That's good.
Jewel likes you, Dad.
Yeah, Jewel's quite a woman. Done all right with this cafe since her husband died.
Oh, here's Walt Phipps.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, he's really nice, Dad. I wish you'd be more polite to him.
Wouldn't trust him far as I could throw him.
Howdy, Miss Sarah. Howdy, Sheriff.
Hello, Walt.
Howdy.
Any objections if I sit down and join you?
No, of course not.
Thanks. Don't like to eat alone. Yeah, how's everything with you, Sheriff?
All right.
Dad doesn't have much to say when he's eating, Walt.
Why, then I'll talk to you, Miss Sarah. Got me a nice new buckboard. A team of matched blacks the other day. I'm hoping you'll go riding with me sometime.
Oh, I'd love to.
Sheriff?
What do you want?
That hombre that just came in. He's Race Mackenzie.
Yeah, I know. What about it?
They ain't the kind we want around Dry Creek. If I was you, I'd run him out of the country.
I'll handle my business without any advice from you, Phipps.
Why, Dad.
Hey, suit yourself, Sheriff. Only he's coming over here.
Well, it looks like good company here. I'm sitting down.
Yeah, move on, Mackenzie. There's other tables in here.
I like this one.
Look, you, either you get up from that chair and move on,
or what?
Or I'll lock you up.
Dad, we're almost through. Let's not have any trouble.
Lock me up, huh? Let's see you try it, shrimp.
That's enough. Get up and come on with me.
Sure, I'll get up. Now, what do we do?
Come on.
Dad, please.
I'm staying here. I don't go for that gun if you do, I'm going for mine.
Why, you coyote, you're coming with me or else I'm going to...
Dad!
Well, you all saw him draw first. That's what all you get when you draw on Race Mackenzie.
Why did he do that? Dad wasn't doing anything to him.
I'm awful sorry, Miss Sarah.
You just sat there in the cafe and let it happen.
Boy, it happened so fast there wasn't anything I could do. Didn't expect Race would draw on the sheriff. But I'll find him, and I'll give him some of his own medicine.
No, don't try it, Walt. He'd shoot you down the same way. I shouldn't have said what I did. You're good and kind. It wasn't your fault.
It hurts me to see you feeling so bad, Miss Sarah. I'll do anything I can.
Then go tell the deputy. Tell him to get out a posse and hunt down that murderer.
Thing is, your father drew first.
Yes, but he wasn't going to shoot. It was just in performance of his duty.
Race didn't see it that way.
It was murder. Just plain murder.
I'll tell you what, Miss Sarah. You go into your bedroom, lie down for a while. It'll calm you. I'll be back later. After I see if I can get some evidence against Race.
Yeah, I guess I'd better.
Hey, it's working nice. Now I'll go pay off Race.
Yeah, here's the cafe, Pancho. Oh, that will hold.
Oh, look, here the cafe. Here the cafe.
Now let's see about some supper.
See, not a slightly sober either, Cisco.
No, we will have a good one, Pancho.
Good one, a good one.
Come on, let us go in.
Uh-huh.
Ah. We have our choice of tables, Pancho.
Oh.
No one in here. Ah, let us sit here.
See, Cisco. And Pancho hope the cook here.
Oh, I'm sure he will be. Oh, here's someone. Are we in time for supper, senora?
Big supper, senora.
Yeah, you're in time, stranger. But we just had something awful happening here. That's why the place is so empty. The sheriff was just shot and killed.
Sheriff Hayes?
Yeah, that squint-eyed, ding-toed weasel of a Race Mackenzie got him. Shot him down right over there.
That is not good.
Yeah, the hombre what want Cisco to brush off his sombrero.
See, he's the one, Pancho.
Cisco? Pancho? Say, you ain't the Cisco kid, are you?
Si, senora.
Oh, I heard about you, Cisco. Maybe you could do something about that Mackenzie.
I do not know. Tell me the circumstances.
Well, the sheriff and his daughter, Miss Sarah, was sitting at that there table eating, and Walt Phipps come in and sat down with them. There's an hombre I don't like, Walt Phipps. Anyway, pretty soon, Race Mackenzie come in and tried to join him, and the sheriff told him to move on, and... well, it ended up in gunplay. Now, what'll you have to eat? We got steak and ham and eggs. And I'll talk more to you while you're eating.
I suppose we may as well order,
Si,
but I...
we order, Cisco. And Pancho ride better on his full stomach. Pancho have steak and ham and eggs, senora.
Steak and ham and eggs?
Well, see, a double order of steak and a double order of ham and eggs.
My heavens.
I will have the steak, if you please, senora.
3 on the steaks and 2 on the ham and eggs. This hombre's holler clear down through his legs.
She is right. You are, Pancho.
Oh, si, Cisco. It take a lot of foods to fill up Pancho.
Now, let us give some thought to these other business, amigo.
And Pancho think, too.
I would like to know Race Mackenzie's reason for shooting down the sheriff.
Sometimes the bad man not need much reason, Pancho think.
Sometimes they do not.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jewel.
Yeah. Oh, what are you doing in here again, Phipps?
Phipps, he's the hombre she mentioned, Pancho.
Yeah, the hombre she mentioned.
Come out here. I want to talk to you.
You can talk to me right here if you got anything to say, and I doubt it.
Well, then listen. I want you to do
The
just...
senora not seem to like what he say, senora.
Oh, I won't testify anything of the sort. What are you trying to put over, Phipps?
Now, listen, either you testify as I tell
Stop
you...
shaking me, you big maverick.
Did you hear what I said?
Sure, you said if I didn't testify in Race Mackenzie's favor... Ow!
Let the senora alone, hombre.
This ain't any of your business. Keep out of it, fella.
Let her alone, I said.
Oh, don't have any trouble on my account, Cisco.
He's gonna get trouble, and right now!
Just as you say, hombre. Pancho, open the door.
Pancho thinks Cisco throw the maverick out, no?
This is no place to fight. The senora's cafe, hombre. Out you go now.
Go! Look, he go down in the dust like a big frog.
Ah, I declare you're stronger than a horse, Cisco. But now you're gonna have trouble. That Walt Phipps is most as bad as Race Mackenzie.
I do not doubt it, senora. As for the trouble, if it comes, Pancho and I will do what we can about it.
Boy. Brought out your money, Race. Here it is.
What's the matter? Ain't you satisfied with the job, Phipps?
Sure, I'm satisfied with it. Why?
You don't look satisfied.
Just had a run-in with the Cisco kid.
Oh, he's around, eh?
Yeah.
I'd like to get a look at that buzzard.
You might get the chance.
What do you mean?
It ain't safe for either one of us, Race, with Cisco around here. He sticks with his friends. They tell me he and the sheriff are friends. We gotta fix Cisco, Race.
I'll do this job for half price, $500.
I can't afford it, Race.
All right, I'm in no hurry about Cisco. I'll leave him alone so he can hunt you down.
No, wait a minute. I'll try to dig up the 500. But you gotta make it sure, Race.
I'll make it sure.
They say Cisco's like a streak of lightning on the draw.
I'm like 2 streaks of lightning. You saw how it was with the sheriff, didn't you?
All right, 500 then. Now then, I'll find Cisco. Tell him you're looking for him to run him out of town. You better go back to the cafe and wait there.
I'll go to the cafe, Phipps, and when you find Cisco, don't tell him I'm going to run him out of town. Tell him I'm going to kill him dead.
Tell me, did your father ever have dealings before with this Race Mackenzie?
Not that I know of, Cisco. At least he never mentioned it if he did.
What about the Phipps hombre?
Oh, he's very nice, and he's been very kind. If you're thinking Walt had any connection with this, you're wrong, Cisco.
What does Senor Phipps do, senorita?
Oh, he's got a cattle ranch and... This may be Walt now. Come in. Yes?
Oh, didn't know you had company, Miss Sarah.
This is the Cisco kid, and this is Pancho, Walt. I'm sure you've heard of them.
Yeah. If Cisco's got any brains, he'll get out of this town fast.
And why should I get out of the town?
Because Race Mackenzie's looking for you, that's why.
Oh? By any chance, is that at your request, senor?
Why, no, certainly not.
Did he tell you he was looking for me?
Yeah, that's right.
It would seem to me that you are in his company quite a good deal, Senor Phipps. He comes to the table where you are sitting with the senorita and her father, and now he
but I asked Walt to sit down with us, Cisco.
See, I have no doubt you did, senorita.
Pancho thinks Senor Walt not sit down for some time after the way the big bump he land in the street.
Pancho, say no more about that.
It was a big bump.
Come, amigo, we will go.
Yes, I think you'd better. I don't like these insinuations you're making about Walt.
I am afraid, senorita, you are going to find out that they are more than just insinuations. Adios.
Whoa there. Whoa. Howdy, ma'am. I'm back again.
Yeah, and you ain't welcome in here, Race McKenzie.
I won't be in here long, just till I see the Cisco kid.
What do you want with him?
Nothing much.
You're aiming to shoot him down the way you shot down the sheriff, you yellow killer.
Easy on them words, ma'am. Maybe you'd like to find Cisco and bring him here.
He'll find you when he gets ready.
I hate waiting, ma'am. Guess I better hurry up a bit.
What you drawing that gun for? You ain't gonna...
I ain't gonna hurt you, ma'am. No, I just figure if I do a little target practice in here, you might go get Cisco for me. Now take the way them plates are arranged on them shows. They make good targets. Watch, ma'am.
Oh, you wall-eyed puck! You pack rat of a mangy heifer!
Will you find Cisco now, or will I clean off all of them dishes?
Oh, I'll go find him, you coyote, and I sure wouldn't want to be in your boots when he finds you.
What do you do, Cisco? What do you do?
What do I do about what, Pancho?
The hombre Phipps say Race McKenzie look for Cisco. What Cisco do about Race McKenzie?
Nothing at the moment, amigo. To tell the truth, I am more interested in learning more about that Phipps than I am in Race McKenzie.
What for, Cisco? What for?
Because I am almost certain he wasn't back of that plan to have the sheriff killed.
Pancho not like that hombre, but look, Cisco, here come a senorita and Chiron.
Oh, it's the senora, Pancho.
See the senora.
From the cafe.
From the cafe.
You're just the one I'm looking for, Cisco.
What is it, senora?
Race McKenzie. He's in the cafe, shooting all my dishes out of the racks.
We will see about that. Come.
Oh, no, Cisco. I don't want you to have any trouble. Not with him. He's too dangerous. He told me to come and get you. He's in a bad mood. He's after you. Oh, I know you ain't afraid of anything or anybody. But this McKenzie's just plain dynamite.
Si, senora. But sometimes dynamite does not make quite the explosion you might expect. I will go and see what these Race McKenzie has in mind.
All right, Cisco. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Gracias. You are very considerate. Come, Pancho.
Si, Cisco. Cisco, the senora right. McKenzie, hombre is a bad hombre.
Si, Pancho. That is what they say.
Cisco, be careful. That's what Pancho say.
I will be careful, amigo.
Cisco, look. The Wall Phipps, hombre, walk this way, too. He just come out of senorita's house.
Si. You'll keep an eye on him, Pancho.
Si, Pancho keep one eye on him and one eye on Cisco and one eye on Pancho. No. Pancho not can keep 3 eyes on people's. Pancho see that McKenzie sitting in the cafe, Cisco.
Si. I'm waiting for you to come out, McKenzie.
He heard you, Cisco. He come. Cisco get his guns loose in the horses.
They are loose, amigo.
Cisco, he throw his sombrero in the street at your feet.
Si. Well, McKenzie, you want to see me? Here I am.
Pick up that sombrero and brush it off.
I suppose you really believe I will do that.
You'd better.
You'd better be careful, Cisco. Race is a tough hombre.
Pancho not waste words on you, Phipps. You keep out of this, no?
Pick it up and brush it off, I said.
McKenzie, I'm not going to fool with you any longer. I do not want a gunfight with you, but I will not avoid one. And as for your sombrero, I will kick it out of my way.
Go for your gun, Cisco.
Santo, you kill him, Cisco.
No, I did not kill him, Pancho. But his gun arm will not be of any use to him for a long time.
Phipps, get me the doctor.
Get your own doctor, Race. I paid you enough to...
What was that, hombre?
Nothing. Come on, Race. I'll take you to the doctor.
Un momento, you. You paid him enough to what?
I'll tell you nothing.
Either you answer me, hombre, or I will give you the beating of your life. Quickly.
Well, it's just some money I owed him, Cisco.
For what? Hurry up. I want to know.
He'll know nothing. I'll get both of you.
Cisco, let out the gun.
Drop that gun. Drop it. Oh, he dropped it. My arm.
Yeah, that is better. Now, answer my question.
There's nothing to answer, Cisco. All I know is he shot down the sheriff. I don't know why. He's the one, not me.
Now, you mealy-mouthed squid-up, Phipps. You paid me $100,000 to get the sheriff, and you can't deny it. He's paying me $500 more to get you, Cisco.
Now, we are getting somewhere. Pancho, take McKenzie to the doctor.
Si, Cisco.
I will have the deputy sheriff call for him there after the deputy locks up this bandito. I think there will be no more gunmen for hire around here for a long time.
I'm sorry, Cisco, but I just couldn't believe Walt would do such a thing.
It is well you found out in time, senorita.
Yes, I might have married him. Will you forgive me, Cisco, for being so horrid?
You are not horrid, senorita. You are just saying what you believe. But tell me, are you going to stay here in Dry Creek?
No, I'm going to my brother's ranch over in Canyon City. He needs someone to keep house for him.
Well, that is good. Sometime, Pancho, I may ride past Canyon City again.
If you do, will you come to see me?
Indeed, we will, senorita. So, for now,
Yes. For now.
adios.
Adios.
Well, adios.
Yes. Adios. What is it, Cisco?
Just this, senorita.
Oh, Cisco.
Oh, senorita.
Cisco.
Si, Pancho.
How do you get the senoritas to like you?
How do you get them to like you?
They like you.
Oh, I do not know, amigo. They either like you or they do not.
The senoritas not like Pancho very well.
Oh, I would not say that, Pancho. The trouble is, you do not try to make them like you.
Pancho try once. And Pancho try hard to make the senoritas like Pancho. And Pancho take the senorita to the fiesta.
That was a good thing to do.
Yeah, but she leave Pancho right in the middle of the fiesta and never speak to Pancho since then once.
Then you must have done something wrong, Chico. Tell me about it.
Pancho not do anything wrong, Cisco. Pancho and the senorita walk all over the fiesta grounds.
Yes,
We
yes.
see this, we see that. Then we pass the place where they make and they sell the what do you call it, Cisco? The corn what get white like the cloud.
Oh, you mean popcorn?
See, the popcorn.
Yes.
And the senorita say, "Oh, Pancho, that popcorn smell good. And that popcorn smell like the best of any popcorn I ever smelled popcorn for a long time."
And what did you say to that, amigo?
I said, "Come, senorita. We walk closer, you can get a better smell." And she leave Pancho right there.
Oh, Pancho.
Oh, Cisco.
And so ends another exciting adventure with O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the West, the Cisco Kid.
After unraveling that deadly plot, let's shift gears to a lighter, though no less perplexing, Western predicament. James Stewart stars as Britt Ponset in The Six Shooter, bringing us a pressing engagement. Imagine riding into town for business, only to be showered with congratulations. For your wedding? That's the baffling situation facing Britt Ponset. He's not engaged, so who spun this tale, and why? Can Britt sort out this romantic tangle before hearts are truly broken?
James Stewart as the Six Shooter. The man in the saddle is angular and long-legged. His skin is sun-dyed brown. The gun in his holster is gray steel and rainbow mother of pearl. Its handle unmarked. People call them both the Six Shooter. The NBC Radio Network presents James Stewart as the Six Shooter, a transcribed series of radio dramas based on the life of Britt Ponset, the Texas plainsman who wandered through the Western territories, leaving behind a trail of still remembered legends.
About the last place I expected to be that Tuesday was the town of Powder Creek. The Double G ranch where I'd been working was clear on the other side of the territory, neither about 200 miles away. But when Sam Griffith, he's the owner of the Double G, when Sam got a chance to buy off Forrest Trent's herd, he sent me over to close the deal. So the next thing I knew, I was walking down the main street on my way to the bank where I was supposed to meet Trent. Gee whiz, it sure was a nice day. Kind of Indian summer-like. A lot warmer than it had a right to be in October. The sun had fooled the maple trees into thinking it was spring.
couple of them beside the Civil War cannon in the square were even starting to bud. The two fellows sitting underneath it playing checkers in their shirt sleeves, it looked like the sun had fooled them, too. Howdy.
Just a minute, mister. Just a minute till I make this move. There. That ought to hold you, Jonah.
Yeah.
Now, what was it you wanted, mister?
Oh, I didn't want anything. I just said howdy, that's all.
Oh, howdy. Well, speak to the man, Jonah. He spoke to us.
It's my move now. I'll do my talking afterward. Yeah. Howdy.
It's a nice day.
Yeah?
Well, so long.
Hold up there a minute, son. Say, see that gun of his, Jonah?
Yep.
You ain't Britt Ponsett, the 6-shooter.
My name's Ponsett, yeah.
You hear that, Jonah? He's Britt Ponsett.
Yep.
And we was kind of wondering when you was going to show up, Mr. Ponsett. Been expecting you for the last month or so.
What's that?
Yeah, when you got to jump, you got to take it. That's the rule.
All right, Jonah. All right, I know the rules.
We'll take it then. Take it.
All right.
Yeah.
There. You satisfied?
You said something about expecting
why,
me.
Sure. Ever since we heard the news. Congratulations.
What?
He said congratulations. Now, let's get on with the game.
All right. Your move, ain't it?
Yeah, how in thunder should I know? All this chattering going on.
Well, I don't like to keep interrupting, but I wonder if you would mind explaining just what you meant by...
Jonah's trying to think.
Yeah, I know, but what
I don't want him to claim I beat him because we kept him from concentrating.
No, of course not. No, Well, I knew that the Trent cattle would turn out to be good stock. The Double G was lucky to be buying them. But since they weren't going to belong to me, I couldn't see why congratulations were in order. Unless folks in Powder Creek had heard wrong, unless they thought I was outfitting a ranch of my own. And I started to explain things to the fellows playing checkers, but they shushed me again, good and loud this time. So I gave up and went on town toward the bank. I was just passing by the newspaper office when I bumped into Quint Todd. He was editor of the Powder Creek Press, a weekly newspaper. Matter of fact, he was more than just an editor. Quint's pa retired in the last 6 or 7 years, and he was putting out the paper practically single-handed. Afternoon, Quint.
Huh? Oh, it's you, Ponsett. So you finally got here, huh?
Well, I'm here, if that's what you mean. I didn't realize folks were so anxious about me.
Some of us are anxious, maybe. Some of us ain't.
What, are you upset about something, Quint?
Why should I be upset?
Well, I don't know. If the things are all right, aren't they? I mean, with the paper?
Paper's fine. I'll save you the next issue so you can see your name in print.
See my... Well, I sure can't think any reason why you'd be writing about me.
It's customary, ain't it?
What?
It's customary to write about the groom.
The groom? The what?
I'm busy now, Ponsett. I got a story to run down.
Oh, Quint, no,
I
listen
hope you'll be real happy. Both of you.
No, but Quint, hey, for Pete's sake, Quint, Quint! Well, he'd lost his senses. That's the only explanation of that. Quint Todd had just plain lost his senses. Me being a groom. Me? And who in the Sam Hill did he think I was going to marry? I hadn't even been keeping company. Not that I have anything against marriage, you understand. Like people say, it's an institution, a noble institution. Why, some of my best friends are married. And I suppose someday, not right away, of course, not very soon, but someday, maybe I'll...
Hello, Britt. I was on my way to meet you.
Huh? What?
What's the matter? You look like you just fell off a bronc.
Oh, hello, Trent. I guess I was kind of preoccupied. I was thinking about something.
Well, I reckon we shouldn't expect you to have all your faculties in good working order. Not at a time like this, huh?
What?
Oh, sure was a surprise. Never thought I'd see the day when some woman would put a saddle on you.
What?
Well, we better get over to the bank. I told Mr. Fredericks we'd be there by 3 about. He's drawing up the papers.
Sure. Trent.
Yeah?
Now, me getting married. The fact of the matter is,
Oh, Fred, you know I was just joshing with that saddle tall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
well,
know,
to tell
I know.
you the truth,
but
it's high time you did put down some roots.
Maybe so. Maybe so,
Yes, sir,
Trent.
you just wait till you got a family of your own. Why, you'll be a different man.
Oh, that's possible. That's possible, Trent. But just where did everybody get the notion that I was almost ready to...
Now, you didn't think you could keep it a secret, did
A secret?
you? Well, you ought to know Minnie better than that.
Minnie?
Yeah, that's who told me. Well, of course, there'd been rumors going around for several weeks, but until I heard it from Minnie herself...
Oh, wait, hold on here. You mean Minnie Flint?
Well, who else would I mean? It's her niece you're marrying, ain't it? What are you acting so strange about, Fred?
Look, now, I just want to get this straight. Minnie Flint told you I was marrying her niece?
Well, she told everybody.
I see.
Well, now, Fred, I know how a man feels when he's getting ready to jump overboard. I felt the same way myself, sort of awkward and embarrassed.
Well, be that as
you
it
wish
may.
folks didn't know about it so they wouldn't poke fun the way they always do. But you can't blame Minnie for spreading the news.
Well, I sure do blame her.
Well, now, Fred, Minnie's been like a mother to Helen, raised her since she was a baby. Well, Helen ain't never had no folks of her own.
I know that.
Well, then, you shouldn't mind Minnie being proud. Why shouldn't she do a little bragging, huh? Well, of course. The women folks around here seem to think you're quite a catch.
Oh, now listen, Trent, let me tell you something.
Here's the bank. I suppose you'll want to get this business done with pronto so you can get straight over to Minnie's place, huh, Brett?
Yeah. You know, I would like to get over to Minnie's.
I'm coming. Just a minute, I'm coming. Brett.
You mind if I come in, Minnie?
Why, well...
Excuse me. Thanks.
It's sure nice to see you, Brett. I didn't have any idea you were in Powder Creek. I didn't have any idea at all.
Uh-huh.
You're just passing through, ain't you? You're not staying.
Well, some folks seem to think I am. At least long enough to get married.
Oh, you've heard.
Well, so is everybody else, as far as I can tell. Your announcement of my engagement seems to have blanketed the whole town.
Now, Brett, I can explain.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Why don't you just sit down over there on the sofa? I've got some oatmeal cookies out in the kitchen. I just made them this morning.
Minnie?
Yes.
You just can forget about the cookies. I really don't have much of an appetite.
Oh. Well.
I'm waiting, Min.
Well, you see, Brett, I only did it for Helen. Now, she's a fine girl, and, well, I wanted to help her out.
Oh.
On account of Quint Todd. They've been going together for nearly 6 years now, but he just never seemed to get around to asking her to marry him.
Well, he must have his reasons. A man usually does.
Oh, it's because of his father. You see, Quint's been taking care of old man Todd ever since he retired. And it must cost money, him being so sickly all the time.
Uh-huh.
But Quint could have married her. Helen don't expect a lot of fancy clothes in a fine house. She's the practical type.
Just what has this got to do with me?
Well, I had an idea. I thought if maybe there was somebody else, if Quint believed Helen was interested in another man, well, maybe he'd come to his senses and take the bull by the horns and marry her himself.
I say, you've been sort of using me as a decoy. Is that the idea?
I knew you was working for the Double G. It didn't seem likely you'd be showing up in these parts. Not for the time being, anyhow. And afterward, well, after Quint and Helen tied the knot, then it wouldn't matter.
Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man, both you and Helen.
You don't think she knew about it?
She didn't?
Of course not. I didn't dare tell her. Why, she'd have never stood for it.
Well, then how on earth did you manage to convince her that I was interested?
I've got a sister living over in Black Mountain. That's not far from the Double G.
No, but what I mean is, how did you ever...
Well, I sent her some letters and asked her to post them for me. They was love letters, Brett. I sort of changed my handwriting and signed your name.
Minnie Flint.
I guess you might as well know the rest, too. When Helen answered them, when she wrote back to you, well, I kind of saw to it that her answers never got mailed.
Well, I just don't know what to say.
Oh, I never dreamed it'd go this far, Britt. I was sure Quint would start talking serious when he first found out that you and Helen were corresponding, but he didn't. And then, well, I thought maybe if your letters got a little more sincere, well, maybe that would make him jealous. I left him around where he couldn't help seeing them whenever he come calling.
You didn't actually propose in my name.
Oh, no.
Well.
Britt. Well, not in so many words, but reading between the lines, well, that's how Helen took it. She wrote you her answer 2 weeks ago. She wrote yes.
What?
Your letters were mighty convincing.
Well, then you better start figuring out some way of unconvincing her.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Look, man, now, Helen's got to know the truth. And if you won't do it, well, I'll just have to tell her all about it myself. Because...
Oh, Ponce's in town. I guess maybe he's... Why, Britt. Why, you're here already.
Hello, Helen.
Oh, my goodness. Sure is good to see you, Britt. You're looking fine.
Oh, so you, Helen, so you.
I wish I'd known you were coming. I wouldn't have been out doing the marketing.
No, it didn't matter. Didn't matter.
Oh, Britt, I just gotta tell you. Maybe I shouldn't say it right out like this, but well, ever since I was a little girl, I've looked up to you so. Oh, it just seemed to me you were the finest man that ever came through Powder Creek.
No, Helen.
Of course, I never guessed that someday, well, that you and I... Oh, Britt, I'm so happy about it. Excited and happy. I just hope you're as pleased as I am. Are you, Britt?
Sure, Helen. Sure. There just wasn't anything else to say. There just wasn't. I couldn't tell Helen that I'd never really thought about her in a marrying way. And besides, Minnie, she caused all the trouble. It was her place to set things right. Min didn't open her mouth. She just stood there staring at us through her bifocals, real pleased with herself. The next thing that happened was Helen invited me to supper. Oh, boy, I sure didn't want to accept. All I wanted to do was just get out of the house and get out of Powder Creek, too. But what I wanted to do and what I did were two different things. I went back to the hotel where I was stopping, changed my shirt, and I rode out to Minnie's again.
I guess Britt doesn't like my cooking at him, and he's hardly eaten a thing.
Oh, it's not that, Helen. Everything is fine. I had a pretty big dinner at noon, and it kind of stayed with me.
More coffee, Britt.
No, thanks, man.
You'll have to tell me your favorite foods, Britt, so I'll know what to fix after.
I sort of like most everything.
Apple pie, I bet. Most men like apple pie. Why, whenever Quint and I went... Oh.
Speaking of Quint, I ran into him today.
I'd just as soon not discuss him.
Always seemed to me to be an awful nice sort of a fella, Quint.
Please, Britt.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'll just rid up the table.
Oh, here, let me help.
No. I can manage. Besides, you two have lots of things to talk over.
Well, all right.
It's a real warm night for this time of year. Moon, too. A harvest moon.
Oh? I hadn't noticed.
We ain't taken down the porch swing yet, Britt.
Oh, that's all.
It might be kind of nice to sit outside for a spell.
Well, whatever you say, Helen. Whatever you say. You sure you're not too cold out here?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. Besides, if I do get chilly, you could sort of...
Helen.
Yes,
Helen, about us getting married. We may not be able to have the wedding right away.
Oh?
Well, you see, over at the Double G where I'm working, there's no place we could live.
Well, you wrote me you had a cabin all to yourself.
I did.
And you said it would fix up real easy, that there'd be plenty of room for both of us.
Well, it would. It would have fixed up easy, Helen. But last week, there was a kind of a fire, and that cabin just burned right down to the ground.
Oh, I see.
There's nothing left of it now but just a few ashes. And that's one of the reasons I came over here to Powder Creek, to explain about us having to postpone the ceremony, you see.
Well, you don't have to stay at the Double G, do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I signed up for all of next year. Don't have any choice, so maybe we ought to not be formally promised. I mean, if somebody else came along, I wouldn't blame you not for waiting.
Britt, there won't be anybody else.
Oh, you never know. You never know.
And a year isn't very long to wait. A year isn't long at all.
No, I guess not. But just in case.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea. We don't have to wait.
Hey.
We can be married right away before you go back to the Double G. Then afterward, I can stay on with Aunt Min. There'd be times when we could be together, when you come over to Powder Creek for a week or so, like now.
I never thought of that.
You don't seem very anxious, Britt. From the sound of your letters, I thought you wanted to get married. Right?
Oh, sure. It's just, well, looks like somebody's riding up this way.
Why, it's Quint Todd.
Oh.
I'm going in the house, Britt. I don't want to talk to him.
Oh, no, well, I thought you and Quint used to be pretty good friends.
That's all we were, just friends. He didn't mean anything to me, not really.
Oh, well, you sure started running every time the name's mentioned.
I'm not running? Oh, all right, I'll stay.
Yeah, well, good evening, Quint.
Hello, Poncet. Helen.
Good evening.
You left word at the press office you wanted to see me.
I left word.
No, he means me, Helen.
What?
Well, I figured he'd want to get the details on our plans. The paper comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
That's right.
Yes, well, I just want to tell you couldn't have come at a better time. You see, we just finished settling things. The ceremony's going to be this week. Haven't decided on a day yet. How's Friday, Helen?
Oh, well, yes. The sooner the better.
The sooner the better. Friday, then.
Church wedding?
Oh, of course. I want everybody to come, everybody in town. You better say so in the paper. There won't be time to send out formal invitations. You're invited, too, of course, Quint.
I'll try and make it.
There won't be much of a honeymoon. I'm heading back for the Double G first part of next week. Helen's going to stay here with her aunt.
She's going to stay in Powder Creek?
For the time being, anyway.
Don't sound like much of a marriage to me.
Well, it's not the way we'd prefer it, but of course, you can't always fix things up perfect. You have to take the bitter with the sweet,
Yeah, well, when I get married, I'll have a house for my wife and some money in the bank.
There are more important things than houses and money.
You never said so before.
I never said I wanted a house of my own, did I?
Well, no. But I couldn't ask you to move in with me and Pa, the way he's ailing all the time.
That was just an excuse. If you loved me, you'd have asked.
I did love you. You must have known I did.
How was I to know?
There's no point in hashing it over now. Good night.
Now, hold on now. Hold on, Quint. Now, just a minute. Now, I want to get this thing straight now. I could hardly believe my ears just now. You said you were in love with Helen?
I still am, if you want to know it.
Quint.
Well, I sure don't like the sound of this. Helen's engaged to me.
How I feel about her doesn't matter. It's how she feels that counts.
Ah, but if you're in love with her, now how do I know she's not in love with you?
It's pretty plain that she isn't.
I don't know. Being in love usually works both ways, Don't know about this. Well, Helen, what about this now?
Britt, you know I don't care anything about him one way or the other.
Now, is that the truth? You talking the truth now? We're not starting our marriage on a lie now, are we?
Well, maybe I was fond of Quint once, but that was before... Well...
You're all over it now. All over it? You're sure?
I'm promised to you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't hold you to that promise. As a matter of fact, I'd insist you break it if I thought there was somebody else.
Well, that's mighty generous of you, Britt. But you don't need to worry.
Of course, if our marriage didn't go through, I'd be kind of upset. Hurt, maybe.
Oh, I wouldn't ever hurt you, Britt. Not for anything.
Oh, I get over it. I get over it. A man always does. At least I always have before.
Before?
Oh, sure, lots of times. Oh, yeah.
But you wrote me that I was the only girl you ever...
Oh, well, I to tell you the truth, what I meant was that you were the only girl I'd ever been engaged to, you see. That's what I meant.
Looks to me like the choice is up to you, Helen.
Yes, I think that's the way I see it, too.
If you're smart, you'll choose Ponset. I sure haven't got anything to offer you. Just a small-town newspaper that wouldn't even give us a decent living.
Oh, now stop talking yourself down, Quint. Now, the Powder Creek Press is one of the finest weeklies in this part of the country. Now, you know that.
Well, Britt, he's a six-shooter. Why, he's practically famous.
All I am is a cowpoke. I'm just an old cowpoke. I don't even know whether I'm going to have a job from year to year.
Well, just the same.
Just an old cowpoke.
Any girl in the territory would be pleased.
Oh, be quiet, both of you, or I think neither one of you wants me. I know who you are and what you are, and I know which one I'm... Well, which one I... Britt.
Uh-huh.
You're getting a fine man, Helen.
Quint, I told you to be quiet. Britt, I'm sorry. I hope you won't think that I'm fickle or don't know my own mind. But, well, you are the six-shooter. You don't really need a wife.
Helen, you don't mean you're going to take me?
And Quint, well, he needs somebody to look after him. I've seen that house of his. Why, I'll bet the place hasn't had a good spring house cleaning for the last 4 years. As for Quint's father, he's a nice old man, and with a woman to look after him, maybe he won't be so sickly all the time.
Well, you still haven't said that you love Quint.
Oh, I guess I've been in love with him ever since. You won't think too badly of me, Britt.
No, it's kind of a blow, I guess. But like I said, it'll take a little while to get over it, and I'll manage somehow. I'll manage. Well, I left Quint and Helen standing out there on the porch. I went inside to get my hat. Minnie was hovering by the front window, and when she saw me, she shut it real quick and tried to appear innocent. Well, it looks like your scheme finally worked out, man.
My scheme? Seems to me it was more yours than mine.
Well, what are you talking about?
You know very well that your asking Quint over here tonight was what brought things to a head.
Well, I just wanted to make certain he had all the facts about our wedding, that's all. So the story in the paper would be accurate.
Oh,
that's
sure,
all.
Britt, sure, I know. Poor Quint.
What?
Well, I guess he deserves it after making her wait all this time.
Well, what do you mean, Minnie?
Well, I was just thinking. He's going to have to toe the line real close, and he's not going to win many family arguments, neither.
Well, I don't see why not.
Well, I'll tell you why not. Every time Helen has trouble with him, all she'll say is, "Don't forget I could have married the six-shooter, but I gave him up for you." And Quint'll just have to sit there and take it, no matter how often she says it.
Oh, now, man, you know. Well, Quint and Helen were married the following Sunday. I stayed over for the wedding. Matter of fact, I was best man. Both of them insisted on that. But I didn't enjoy the ceremony very much. I kept thinking that, that it could have been me standing there saying the I do's. And Gee whiz, that sure was a close call. Whew.
The Six Shooter is an NBC Radio Network production in association with Review Productions. It is based on a character created by Frank Burt, and the transcribed story is written by him. Mr. Stewart may currently be seen in the Universal International picture, The Glenn Miller Story. Others in the cast were Barbara Eiler, Virginia Gregg, Bill Johnstone, Sam Edwards, and Herb Bykman. Special music for this program was by Basil Adlam, and the entire production is under the direction of Jack Johnstone. All characters and incidents were fictitious, and any resemblance to actual characters or incidents is purely coincidental. This is Hal Gibney speaking.
From a town tangled in romantic knots, our final adventure takes us to a place the locals fear. Moon Ridge, home to whispers of monsters and strange occurrences. Paladin investigates in Have Gun Will Travel with the monster of Moon Ridge. A young woman, seemingly lost to the world, feels an irresistible pull back to its isolation. What secrets does the mountain hold? Is the terror supernatural or chillingly human?
There's something loose on that mountaintop that's bigger than any man I've ever seen, and stronger. Before I leave, I intend to find out what it is.
Have Gun Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Daner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel, headquarters of the man called Paladin.
You will not change your mind, Mr. Paladin? You still go?
I'm afraid so, hey boy. Oh, by the way, send a dozen long-stemmed roses to Miss Julie Parker. And regrets.
Oh, do not go there, Mr. Paladin. Please.
Why not? Why does this trip bother you so much?
Oh, I read a newspaper. Monster at Moon Ridge. Lady bewitched by apparition. Oh, please, do not go there, Mr. Paladin.
I've already been hired and accepted. I'm leaving right away.
Oh, then let me. Please?
Well, what have you got in that jar?
Please? Dragon tooth powder.
Dragon tooth?
Yes, one here and one here. Keep you from harm. Dragon's tooth powder, very powerful protection.
Your new country has a better formula for destroying superstition, hey boy. Equal parts of reason and daylight. But I thank you for the friendship behind the thought.
Oh, then you go. You see Mr. Vito Bella?
That's right, Vito Bella, Bowtown, California.
Even if you've had embarrassing dandruff for years, you can get rid of it now in 3 minutes. That's all it takes with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Yes, unsightly dandruff's gone in 3 minutes with Fitch. Quickest, easiest of all leading shampoos. What's more, using Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away. Just apply in the unique Fitch manner. Before you wet hair, rub in 1 minute. This way, Fitch shampoo penetrates right down to the scalp. Next, add water. Lather 1 minute to wash every trace of dandruff out of your hair. Then rinse 1 minute. All that loosened dandruff goes down the drain. in 3 minutes with Fitch. 1 rubbing, 1 lathering, 1 rinsing, dandruff's gone. At the same time, gentle Fitch can leave your hair up to 35% brighter. To get rid of dandruff problems forever, brighten hair too, use Fitch regularly. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today, only 59 cents.
The Indians have a name for the high mountain lands back of Placerville. They call it shadow ground. Indians have a way of seeing things in the shape of a piece of land that no white man can see, so they always bypass it. They didn't like the thunder that boiled up against the peaks and rolled down the canyons. But then the Indians had little use for gold and silver, and the white men did. And the white men built their town where a teepee village might have been, close to the top of Moon Ridge. It was after dark, and the sky was heavily overcast when I pulled up in front of the sheriff's office in Bowtown.
Hold it right there.
What? I'm looking for the sheriff.
That's me. Who are you?
My name is Paladin.
Riding in at night with black horse and black trail clothes? I'm surprised you didn't get your head shot off.
Well, do you have to hold that gun on me?
Come on in.
Who's he, Dan?
He's a hobgoblin, ain't you heard?
Oh, yeah, smart.
This is Jake Kelly, Mr. Paladin. He carries silver bullets in his gun.
Really?
Claims something grabbed him on top of Moon Ridge one night. Oh, sit down. I'll pour you some coffee.
Thanks.
Where are you from, Mr. Paladin?
San Francisco.
Oh, that's a long way.
Are you the fellow Vito said he was sending for? About Emily?
He wants to know what's bothering her. I'm going to try to find out.
Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with Emily. She's hexed, that's what. And you know I'm talking true, Dan. If you'd ever ride up there and see her yourself.
Sheriff's got to stay around town. Now, you know that.
Oh, yeah. You ain't set foot out since the time your posse got scattered. No.
That was a little accident. A few horses run away and folks build it into something big. There ain't nothing up there.
Oh, Miss Paladin, I was as far from it as I am from you. And I seen it. Half man, half bear. Yeah, and footprints this long. A human at one end, claws at the other.
Well, I guess I'll have to see them, too.
Boy, don't believe me. All right. When you get to that Bella place, you ask Emily Bella what carried her off, Yeah, but no, don't ask Dan here. No, yeah. He's sheriff. And if he admitted there was something up there, he'd have to go on out after it.
Get out of here, Jake. Now go on.
Yeah.
Crazy old coot.
Sheriff, is there anything valuable up there? Minerals, grazing lands, any reason for someone to scare people away?
No. Formation ain't right for gold or silver. Indians didn't want it. Said it was full of spirits.
You know, a short time ago, I was feeling superior to a Chinese friend of mine when he sprinkled dust on my coat. I forgot that he came by his superstitions honestly, that he learned them from the cradle. I can't find the same excuse for you, Sheriff.
Well, I ain't superstitious.
Why the mistletoe above your door?
Oh, yeah. Forgot it from Christmas, I guess.
There's an old belief that it wards off evil spirits.
All right, Paladin. The Bella place is north out of town. The last house on the way to Moon Ridge country.
The Bella place was run down and listless, with a small light gleaming in the window, and the figure of a woman seated on the porch steps, a young woman, dark, plain, no shoes or stockings, long hair, and the most vacantly staring eyes I have ever seen. Good evening. Miss Emily Bella?
It's dark.
Yes? Oh, Mr. Bella?
Yes?
My name is Paladin.
Oh. That's the Paladin. Call me? Oh. Memento, please. Emily. No, you promised you'd tell Papa when you stepped outside. Remember? It's cold here. And when a visitor comes, a big girl says what, huh?
How do you do?
How do you do, Emily?
It's very good. Now you come in the house with us, huh? Emily, you can go to your room. A dozen years ago, there was, in this valley, an epidemic. Took my wife, almost my daughter.
I'm sorry.
Afterwards, Emily's body grew, but her mind... she remains a child. Wine?
Please. Well, this epidemic, what was it?
Oh, we don't know. No doctors here. There was a young boy who was affected the same way. People treat him like an animal. They call him names. They kick him until his mother, she took him away. I saw I have to leave too. Bring Emily here, far from a town. The land here it's no good, but we manage.
Those dolls are hers?
See, she is of an age where toys are pleasant.
She's fortunate to have you as a father.
I think she's fortunate in other ways. Maybe you don't know what I mean, huh?
Perhaps I do. There's nothing shocking or ugly about remaining a child. At the best age of all, their world is wonderful, mysterious, half real, half make-believe. The world you and I live in, Mr. Bella, is not always as pleasant.
I think you're a wise man, Mr. Paladin. We drink. Salute.
Salute. The newspaper said Emily was this way because of shock, some unusual experience.
A spell cast by the monster of a moon ridge.
Since that story is untrue, why do you want to pay me $200, Mr. Bella?
Your telegram said $500.
You haven't answered my question.
Mr. Paladin, there is something on Moon Ridge. It took Emily away from me for a week, and she wishes to go back to it. I don't want to lose my daughter.
Go on.
For that week, I search for her. I find her prints and other prints which I will not describe because...
Half bear, half man?
Well, you have heard, huh? Now, she will not tell me, even her father, what kept her there. But she was not harmed.
She wishes to return to this
Yes.
thing?
Yes. She has tried twice to run away.
Then I think it's time you let your daughter go back to Moon Ridge, Mr. Bella.
What?
The three of us will leave first thing in the morning. Foreboding with the threat of rain in the air. Low clouds hung over the peaks and in the valleys, twisting the trees into gnarled shapes and making the rocks grotesque and sudden to come upon. All very unreal. But the track we came across on the top of Moon Ridge late that afternoon was real enough.
Half a man, half a bear, huh?
Maybe.
Emily. No, Mr. Paladin, be honest with me, please. What make this print?
I don't know, Mr. Bella.
No, it's going to be dark less than an hour. Hey, what is that?
I'd say it was a bear.
Emily! Wait! Emily, come back! Paladin, she's going down the canyon.
You follow with the horses. I'll try to catch her. The canyon walls were steep and rocky, and it made the climb down them treacherous. By the time I was standing on the floor of the canyon, darkness was coming overhead. I walked toward what I thought might be the head of the canyon, only to find a wall of granite blocking my way. But no Emily, no sign of Bella, no way out. But something watching me, something old, bent in tattered clothing, witch-like in the quick look I had, then gone suddenly. You come back here. All right. I know whoever you are. Listen to this carefully. I have a gun. I'm not going to be frightened away. Are you there? Can you hear me? Now, I warn you that I'm going to... When I regained consciousness, I was inside an old mine shaft, a chain on my leg, minus guns. A very real-looking bear was chained across from me. There, in the dim light filtering back from the opening of the mine shaft, I saw something moving slowly toward me. Something which seemed only half human. Something old and horrible. I waited there, quiet, as the thing came closer. What do you want with me?
Leave while you can.
She had dropped a small sledgehammer before she turned and left. It took me the rest of the night to pound out the connecting pin so that I could remove the shackles from my leg. Outside it was morning, bright and clear. What? Bella! Over here!
Oh, I've been riding all night. You seen Emily?
No.
Here, I found your gun and a belt, fella.
Oh, thank you very much.
I didn't know what to do. I half expected to find your body.
Now, let me ask you something. Bella, has anyone ever been hurt in Moon Ridge country here? Actually physically injured?
No.
Only frightened?
Yes.
I've been frightened, too, but I'm not hurt. Bella. I think I know where Emily is.
Where?
I would say up there.
Huh?
Beyond that cliff that backs the canyon there.
The cliff?
Possibly a meadow behind there.
Oh, the trail would be worse than in Sicily. That would frighten a bad rider.
And with a little clever discouragement, even a good rider. Come on. It was a steep trail, but a worthwhile one to follow because at the end of it, there was a meadow brilliant in the high sunlight, and there was a house with a fireplace and smoke coming from a chimney. Not very mysterious at all.
Hey, someone living up here.
And very comfortably, I'd say.
Hey, Paladin, look there, across the meadow. Emily, my Emily.
Wait.
No, wait for what? She may be hurt.
Does she sound like she's in trouble, Bella? Look, there's a boy with her.
Ah.
Do you recognize him?
Maybe. It could be Maria's boy, the one I told you who was afflicted like Emily.
Yes, the mother and son, the ones they ran out of town.
Yes. I think it's time that we visit her, huh?
There's no need.
Maria?
Yes, I watched you two climb the trail up there. You have no respect for witches.
But I have a great deal of respect for a clever woman.
So, where else could I take my son? I had no money. I had to find a place where people wouldn't ridicule him.
Mr. Bella suffered from the same things.
See, and once we were old friends, Maria. You should have had faith in me.
Well, I should have sent her away the first time she wandered up here, but it's just so good to see children happy together.
The soil is good up here?
Better than below. More sun and more water. Why talk of it?
Why not?
Because there's always a man somewhere who won't scare off, like this one.
I'm sorry.
Materialize an apparition on a broomstick in front of him, and he'll ask it to sweep the floor. The monster footprints I made, half mine, half a bear's, they meant nothing.
I've run out of tricks. I've moved before. We can do it again.
Why move?
See, why move, huh? If I lived here, there would be no man-bear track, no cave to put foolish men in and then release him to run frightened, shouting foolish things. I think since I am a man, there would be a gun in my hand, and friends would be welcome, others would not.
If a man has something to say, he comes right out and says it.
Yes, well, Maria, I think perhaps I like your land.
And I think I'll be going. I'll expect $200 to be placed in my San Francisco account, Mr. Bella. And I suspect that you got more than you bargained for.
But you will get what you bargained for, Mr. Paladin, 500.
You have to ride through town, I suppose, and talk to the sheriff?
No. Ignorant and prejudiced people like to be deceived, and they deserve it when they are. Why confuse them with the truth?
Oh, Mr. Paladin, you back safe all in one piece.
And glad to be back, hey boy.
Was it bad?
Oh, bad for people who believe in witchcraft. Any messages for me?
Oh, yes, sir. Many message. Let me see. Lady send note and say you call on her when you come back.
Uh-huh.
Another lady send servant over and tell you not to call on her when you get back.
What else?
Is all.
Well, in that case, tell me the name of the lady over there, hey boy.
Oh, yes, sir. It's Miss Romero from Spain.
Uh-huh.
Very new in this country.
Thank you. Miss Romero?
Why, yes.
My name is Paladin. May I be of service to you?
Service, senor?
Si. It is the custom for a gentleman to offer his services to a lady in this land.
Oh? What kind of services?
Any kind the lady wishes. Dining in fine restaurants, the theater, the opera. Perhaps a carriage ride to historical points of the city. Your heart names it.
I like these customs, senor. But isn't such a relationship fraught with possibilities?
Oh, it is, senorita. All kinds of possibilities. Shall we begin with the possibility of dinner this evening? Have Gun, Will Travel. Created by Herb Meadow and Sam Rolfe, is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and stars John Daner as Paladin, with Ben Wright as Hayboy. Tonight's story was written by Gene Roddenberry and adapted for radio by John Dawson. Featured in the cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Virginia Christine, Jess Kirkpatrick, and Gene Bates. Hugh Douglas speaking. Join us again next week for Have Gun, Will Travel.
And so concludes our Western adventures on classic radio drama theater. We faced down frontier rumors, uncovered murder plots, navigated unexpected engagements, and confronted mountain mysteries. 4 classic tales brought back to life through the magic of radio drama. We hope these adventures kept you on the edge of your saddle. Which Western yarn was your favorite? Let us know your favorite in the comments below. And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, remember, the echoes of the past tell the best stories.